Okay guys, here we go. Welcome to Foolishness. We're doing this video on how to determine if you have a clogged line and how to do some steps to fix it. So first we want to turn on the pump, and we're going to first do one line at a time. So we're going to check our skimmer line. So we have two pipes going in. So we're going to turn this all the way so it says is off, which means this pipe is cut off and this pipe is running. So we're going to go check the skimmer to see if we have some swirling. So as you can see, we have no water movement in the skimmer, and you see the pool vac is moving still. So this line is for the pool vac. So now we're going to check. We're going to turn it off full way the other way. So now we turn off this side and we got this one running, and then we know that's the skimmer. So here we go. Now you can see the water is moving. So what we do, we're going to see if we have any blockage or partial blockage. We get some tape and we get a nice bit of tape, break it off, and we're going to roll this into a ball. Okay, so now we're going to stick this down in the skimmer so you guys can see this. Okay, we drop it in, but we're going to force it down here. So now it got sucked in there. So now we check to see if it went to the pump, and we give it a little time. If it goes all the way through, we know that our line is not blocked. Okay, and so there's our tape. There's our tape, so we know that line is good. It went all the way through. So now we're going to turn it back on. So, and we're going to check our other side. We're going to check our pool vac. So we're going to cut off the skimmer. We're going to run the pool vac. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that same tape and we're going to grab a section of hose. Make sure you guys can see this. Okay. Let me see if we can get this. Take it loose and get our tape and stick it in the hose and let it suck in there. Hook back to the pool vac line, and we're going to go back over to the pump and check it out. So open it up. Of course, this pool I know doesn't have any blockage, so but this is just an example. Okay, so what we're going to do now is to act like we did have a blockage. So here's some steps you can take. So if we do have a blockage, what we want to do, we want to try water first. So we would basically, the test we did with the tape, once we determine which line had the blockage, then we use water. We have our drain, Gene call it drain jet, and we call it a bladder is another name for it. So we have one that you can buy at Home Depot, and this is a professional one that you have to buy online. It's probably about 100 bucks. This is about 15 bucks. So let's get us a water hose and check it out. So we're gonna give you an idea of how they work. So we screw it on the end of the hose. So once we screw it in, we turn the water on. So you can see this expanding. You don't want to do it, it will pop it because it's not in the pipe. But you see it expanded, and that will go in the pipe, block it off so water doesn't go back the opposite way, and it will force water out the pipe. The cloth bladder works basically the same way, but it's stronger. The pump sucks water through the skimmer, so the water is going to go towards the pump. Same thing over at the cleaner, it's going to suck to the pump. So when you're unblocking it, you want to go the reverse way first, because it's going to be, normally it's going to be closer, the blockage is going to be closer to the skimmer, to the suction side than it is going to be to the pump side. Okay, make sure the pump is off, and it's not going to come back on until while you're doing this testing. So turn off your breaker. Take off your lid. My basket. And you place in, there's a hole. Turn this valve, we're going to close one of these pipes on this. This water's going to shoot back this way. It's going to be, the water's going to come this way, and it's going to go that way. So you're going to get full, whatever is going to flush out with everything in a line. So let's go. We're going to turn on the water. So have the water on, and we actually have, it's showing a leak. Yeah, we do have a leak here because I pressurized this line. So it's showing that we have a leak here at this O-ring. So these O-rings need to be changed. So we know we have a leak there. We got to take out the pool vac when we're doing this test. And actually, we do have a little stuff that's kicking out here. See, look at this can. It was in the line. Because it was a set screw. Unscrew the set screw. This one doesn't have it. So now I can unscrew it from the wall. Okay, we've had it running, so that should clear it out. So now we're going to do the other side. So let's flip this over. We'll do the skimmer. So let's check out the skimmer. So you're not gonna be able to see this, but it's pushing water from the pump through the skimmer. Say we do all this and it doesn't free up the blockage. Now we're gonna go the opposite way. So we're gonna turn off the hose. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna pull this out. Okay, we're gonna leave everything out, leave the lid off. We're gonna stick this into the skimmer. Make sure there's two holes. Stick your bladder in the first hole all the way down. And we're gonna turn on the water. So I have the water on. It's blowing bubbles out. You can see here, it's overfilling. So any debris, it would flush it out. Okay, now we're going to do the pool vac line. Okay, same process. We're going to take it out the skimmer. I'm going to go stick it in the wall here. Okay, so we got it in the wall. So we're going to make sure we turn the valve here. There we go to pool vac line. Okay, we're gonna turn on the water. Okay, we got bubbles. We got minimal bubbles. Okay, let's go over here to the pump. Okay, so we got water coming out. So now, if it's being stubborn, sometimes you can just, what you want to do is grab your, do it real quick, pulse it, and that it kicks out the water. So when you pulse it like this very quickly, you can see it kick the water in real, it builds up pressure and it kicks it out. So if there's any, that helps get any other debris out if it's being real stubborn. Okay, all right. Okay, let's say you tried all that. You tried your water. We exhausted this, and we still have a line that's plugged up. So now we're gonna go to air. So these fittings I put together. So we're gonna hook up air, compress air, and shoot it through the wall. So this fitting here is 1.5 inches. This is for the pool cleaner side, and we have 2-inch for the skimmer. So let's go ahead and we're gonna shoot some air through the skimmer. So we got our hose. So we come over to the wall with our fitting and screw it into the wall. You screw it nice and snug. Okay. Then we attach our air hose. Okay, we make sure the valve's turned to pool vac, which is here. We don't want it opening up and shooting debris in both lines. Our air compressor. Okay, we're only going to use 125 psi. I wouldn't recommend anything above that. So it's in the wall connected. Now we're going to put it into the Okay, we're going to leave that loop so we can get the air out the system. Okay, so we're going to go and we're going to do the skimmer the same way. Okay, so we're going to do this the same way. We're going to screw this into that hole there. Let's pop the hose on it first. There we go. Okay. I'll turn this out to skimmer side. Close it. Make sure to leave the lid off. Okay, that's how you do it. That's how you blow a line out. Here's a list of the most common things that get stuck in pool plumbing: your palm tree seeds, your pine needles with various other type of needles, and your swim toys, these little noodles, swim goggles. The best thing to keep your pool safe is to get a leaf canister, put it in line with your pool vac, and make sure you have a skimmer basket in place. That's good, and you can save some money.